Okay, how's it going, YouTube? So today what we have in this video, bringing to you, we have this platinum right here. I'm gonna get my thumb pointed at it. That has the interior work surface. And then we have this platinum here that does not. I'm gonna make a video right now, hopefully showing you how to take apart the trim, all the related pieces to it, and swapping the two. Now I know many of you are gonna be looking to install just a new one, taking out your old one and putting a new one in. Hopefully this video gives you guys enough guidance on how to do that, and hopefully I don't break anything in the process, but it seems to be fairly easy. I already took the interior work surface off of that one. Unfortunately, I did kind of start this video a little late. Apologies, I've only slept 3 hours since working last night, but we are gonna go over that one, where all the bolts are located, and I'll hopefully get you a video on how it gets put back together so you guys can see how it's put back together. But let's make our way over to this one and start taking apart the one that does not have the interior work surface. Alrighty guys, moving in here, you're gonna need T20, one of these. Let me get it to focus because my iPhone is being stupid lately. T20, you will need this extension, and then you're gonna need a 7mm one with an extension for the hard to read spots. Okay, starting off here, 7mm, 7mm, T20 here in the middle, but I have not taken those off yet, so let me get you guys set up here video wise. So looking at here on the sides, you're gonna see a black faint line where the plastic trim separates. All you're gonna do, get your fingernails under there and pull up. Do not remove any of the plastic on top of here. This is one solid piece. You will break stuff if you move it from here. And I'm not speaking from personal experience, but just letting you guys know. So you're gonna pull up here. Hopefully I can get my fingernails. It's just gonna pop up like that. It's on clips. Just do your best to be very careful. Moving on up, and you're popped out and you're free to go. So this plastic piece gets set to the side. Okay, next we have, I'm gonna try to, using the reflection on the sink screen to see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're going to remove that T20 bolt we talked about here in the middle. Apologize guys, I'm not one of those fancy YouTubers that has their own dedicated cameraman. Let me get these doors open. Man, it is hot in here. Just a second here. Oh goodness. It is warm. There we go. I should provide some more air. Set that bolt down there. 7mm right here. And 7mm. Now these aren't going to quite come out yet. Sorry, my apology, guys. There's another 7mm deeper here in the middle as well. Forgot that there's 3. So far, this one's looking to be exactly the same as the other one. You got 2 7mm up top here, one right here, and one right here. Let me turn the camera. We're gonna take those off as well. They're all pretty much like hand tightened here. Be careful not to lose any of these bolts, guys. Again, also disclaimer, I am not responsible if you break anything on your F-150. I am not a Ford engineer. I am not a Ford employee. And this is my first time doing this. So I'm the one biting the bullet here and giving this a go. Also, if you happen to be the person who purchased my EcoBoost one and wondering where on earth the interior work surface is, I'm sorry, but that's why I'm selling it as is. Gonna take this one off right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 T20 bolts. Man, I hope this thing is not crapping out here camera wise. By the way, there is a real chance we get to the end of this and I find out that the two are not compatible to be swapped over. So there's that. But I'll probably end up posting this video anyway so that people can get a look inside and have an idea for themselves what this entails. Okay, now that we've removed, let me summarize here. Again, 7mm, 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 T20. 1, 2, 3, 4 T20 bolts coming out. I'm gonna set those to the side. Now, you're probably thinking, maybe this thing's ready to come out. It is not. We're gonna set our tools down. You are going to open and lift your interior work surface. Obviously take this thing out. This plastic piece right here, this one comes out. So you're gonna get underneath here. You're gonna pull this out, pops right off, super easy. Now, we're gonna hit this bolt right now, a 7mm, 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 and 7mm right here. These four need to come out, and then you got one here in the middle that's also 7mm. This one's holding the cup holders and the bottom plastic in place. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Once you're done, I'm gonna cut right here, get those bolts out, and then we'll resume. Now we're back here, guys. Those bolts are gone that we just talked about. Now I'm gonna try to do my best to get camera in here. There's these clips right here. Let me focus in on that. Come on, iPhone. There's these clips right here, which you're gonna need for this next part. Where did I put it? We're back. You need one of these. It's like a clip, pry tool, whatever. You have, on each side of this cup holder, you have one right here, one on the side here, one up front here and there, one in there, one right here, and one on the side here in there. You are going to take this tab right here. I'm going to try to get in there and pull this guy right here away from the cup holder. This guy, this tab right here. I'm trying to focus in on here. You're going to pull that tab right here, the one that's moving, you're going to pull away and lift up. All right, and you're gonna do that carefully on 6 sides, try not to break anything, and this whole piece is gonna come out. Okay guys, so I went to take this one out and I obviously missed another T20 right here, just FYI. Okay guys, our cup holder's gone, and with it went this plastic lower piece held in place by these two bolts that we took out earlier. So now, again, I don't need to go raging here, but we're gonna slowly but surely pull this whole entire panel outwards right here. One clip. Another clip, well, two right there. That just pops out and this just lays down. Now you have, in this part, you need to be careful, guys. Please be careful. This is spring loaded. So if you take these bolts out, this thing will fly up at you straight out right here. So you need to be careful as you're taking out the last bolts. Don't get smacked in the face. Not responsible for any injuries that may occur. It's not spring loaded like a, suspension or anything, but just please be careful. You got two 7mm bolts right here, two 7mm bolts right here, two of the T20 bolts, and down here, two of the other 7mm bolts. You're gonna go ahead and take those out as well. Alrighty guys, the bolts are gone. So as you can see, like I said, this thing is a little spring loaded. We are free and clear to take our interior, we are free and clear to take this thing with us. So we're gonna head on over and start reversing the process, but I'm gonna try to get a video right now of me swapping the locks, hopefully. Alrighty guys, here we have a video of both of these pieces side by side. Here's a good look at this part number 14211. Here's a good look at this sticker right here. So this one right here, interior work surface numbers, non-interior work surface. The brackets appear to be exactly the same. I cannot tell any difference. Man, I really want to throw my iPhone out of a window right now. I cannot tell a difference between the two brackets right now. They look exactly the same, which is good news for all of you guys. But this is a solid piece right here. As you can see, it's attached. You don't have to take anything off there. So here's a good look at both interior work surfaces side by side. Okay guys, T20 bolt comes out here. I'm currently popping this plastic up. It looks like it's just on clips here. All right guys, we are in business. Make sure you push this thing in right here when taking that apart. Otherwise you will break your locking mechanism. Luckily I didn't do mine. So now we're looking at the locks here. It looks like it's sitting on 4 T20 bolts. I'm gonna swap the locks between two to make sure that my factory key still works for both vehicles going forward. And that's it guys. I mean, that one just came off with the 4 bolts. Here's the lock mechanism. This is from the EcoBoost. This is gonna go on the diesel one. So this lock from the EcoBoost is gonna go on the center console that was on my diesel one, so that the factory keys and everything line up and still work. Now we've taken that T20 off that one. We are going to make sure you press this in and then pop that plastic up. Like mentioned before, 4 T20 bolts to take this lock off, and we're gonna do the swap. Alrighty, our new lock is on and installed and ready to be put back together. Just reverse the process and get that cap back on. Okay guys, we are back now in the truck and we are gonna start reversing the process here. So, sorry for the shaky cam. We're gonna go ahead and set your interior work surface in position as if where it's supposed to sit originally. We're gonna go ahead and start the process of putting all these bolts back on. You're gonna lift up this back part and you're gonna make sure these 2 pieces come over these 2 holes right here. I'm gonna push this down, line it up, and start putting all these bolts back in. Just a sec. Okay guys, we got the 2 T-bolts here, 7mm bolts, 2, 4, and 6 back in. We're gonna get these 2 top ones in right now. Also, side note, there appears to be 1 bolt that's longer than the other. Make sure you save it for this center one right here. Alrighty, we got that one in and that one in. Guys, this video is brought to you by my little niece Sophie here. She's actually the expert behind all of this. It's my brother-in-law Mark, they're visiting. So Sophie's just here making sure the job is going well. She's unimpressed. Look at that unimpressed look. Look at that. I am not impressed with your efforts to swap an interior work surface. You should have got the limited.
How's the inspection, Sophie? How's it going?
She's like, should have got the Raptor. This isn't impressive. She's not impressed. Anyways, guys, let's go in back here. You are gonna pick this thing up right here and pop it back onto its place, onto its clips right here, and reinstall that. All right, now that we have that popped back into place, make sure you grab this lower portion piece right here. You're gonna slide this guy in. As you can hear, it kind of sits on some clips here. And you're gonna attach back these bolts right here that hold it in place. Bolt number 1 and bolt number 2. All right. Once that is back in place, we've installed those 2 bolts. We're gonna go ahead and start reassembling our cup holder. Here we go. Oops, what did I just pop out? Did I pop out something? No, never mind. Okay, you're gonna bring this guy over. We're gonna bring this back in here and sit this on, interesting. I just realized you do not need to worry about these clips at all. My apologies, guys. This actually stays on and is the bottom of the cup holder. As you can see, this comes out as one solid piece. Those clips are completely irrelevant. The bottom bolts is all you got to worry about. Okay, well, good to know. You live and you learn. Gonna close this bad boy, and then we are gonna set this guy in. So this front bolt, this little tooth sticking out, you want to make sure you line it up back into there. So we're gonna do that now, carefully, without breaking anything. Without breaking anything. Without breaking anything. I swear I'm gonna break something right now. Let me probably get these bolts out here. That would probably make it 10x easier. Here we go. Well, this tooth is just being a jerk right now. Well, let's see if we got it in there. Looks like we did. All right. So we're gonna take the long bolt I told you guys to set aside. This one is gonna go 7 millimeters right in here and install it. All right, our bolt is in. You're gonna take this plastic piece we took out earlier and you're just gonna put it back. So we're gonna go ahead and get that in there. Here we go. I will figure this out, I promise. 2 teeth right there. Pop, pop. Gonna pop that in there. I swear, you better pop in there. You best not give me trouble right now. Okay, now we pop that in there. Good. All flush, all lined up. We can actually close this now because we have no more bolts to deal with on that side. And now we're just gonna secure down that cup holder. Remember guys, you have a few 2T20 bolts right here, a 7 mil, a 7 mil, and a 7 mil right here. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall those. Once you're done with all that, you have the 2 7 mil bolts right here left and the 4 T20s on the side. You're gonna go ahead and reinstall those. All right guys, once we're all done, you're gonna reinstall this plastic piece right here onto its clips. Oh wait, duh, idiot. Mark, can you go grab me the other piece that looks exactly like this over there? Yeah, swap that. Wait. I think, no, give that back. Give that back. I think I actually put it on wrong. Hold on. Let's make sure I'm getting this on right. There we go. No, you're right. This is supposed to go there. I was just being a little preemptive. The reason it's not going in there is because these plastic teeth right here, I should have put that on last. That plastic down there, I should have went on last. So if you guys want to reverse the process, take that lower plastic off, or you can do what I'm doing and slide it in there. Locked the cup holders in. I'm gonna lift this up, push this plastic piece in, push this one in, make sure it's all flush and lined up. And guys, guess what? We are done. We are done. This truck did not have the interior work surface, and now it does. Look at that. Flush, clean installation. Sorry, I just realized that I switched to portrait instead of landscape for the rest of these videos. I apologize. As you can tell, I'm not a professional YouTuber. There we go. All right, so here we go. This is the interior work surface off of that EcoBoost truck. Works perfectly fine. Installed, fully functional, with the lock from my turbo diesel truck. All flush, nice, and installed, and super compatible. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna do a video of me putting that one back together. They're basically identical in parts. I have not seen any differences so far, except for obviously the interior work surfaces, but I'm gonna just put that one together on my own time. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all, I'm gonna go ahead and put a disclaimer at the very beginning to watch the video through once before you guys attempt doing this, so that you guys can catch any of these little mistakes I made along the way. I appreciate your patience as I am doing this on 3 hours of sleep, no coffee, and I'm supposed to be getting ready for our camping trip for 1 week, but yet I'm doing this instead. I hope this helps most of you guys who are looking to add this feature to your truck. Totally worth it in my opinion. Parts are a little overpriced right now. I'm assuming that it's due to supply and demand, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy.